Hey there, doing another YouTube video. You may have seen the other one before, and I thank you all for your replies. I really appreciate it. I'm making another one based on the self-harm side of things. I seem to feel that I'm improving on mine. I haven't hurt myself in about 7.5 weeks now. Uh, anyway, enough of that. The main reason why I'm doing this video is the theme is on coping. Some people find it hard to cope when they're trying to stop self-injury, and so I'm hoping with this video I can show that there are other coping mechanisms that are healthier than having to hurt yourself, or at least reduce it if you're trying to, reduce it or stop altogether. So, for some people, you may realise that hurting yourself in whatever way you do was your only coping mechanism, which is understandable because it may have been something you've relied on all your life. So, in a way, it's very hard to stay, to move away from your habit, I guess, is one way of putting it. Excuse me. So, you may need to move on to other coping mechanisms in order to try and stop self-injury in the first place. There's, it's like if you rely on cycling or whatever to, relieve stress as such, it would be impossible to suddenly stop cycling because you love your cycling. Self-injury is sort of the same thing. Better way of putting it is smoking. When you see people try and quit smoking, they may go from 20 a day to 15 a day, 10 a day, and eventually stop altogether. And during that process, they'll use nicotine patches, and the like. That way, they're able to get themselves to stop, and life moves on. Self-injury is sort of the same thing in that sense. Some people may cut themselves 3 times a day, or burn themselves twice every week. So, they need to find a way of reducing it. Some people, it's almost impossible to stop cold turkey, I guess is what I'm looking for. So there's numerous ways to sort of relieve that. For myself, I've noticed that, it solidly really depends on the mood that I'm in that sort of urges me to want to hurt myself. For example, I know there's times where I get really frustrated with my family. That makes me angry. That makes me want to hurt myself. So from that, I know I need to get rid of the anger emotion. So to do that, I've gone on runs before. I've walked around the block. I've walked my dog. I love my dog. And I go on bike rides as well. It just sort of wears you out, tires you out. At the time, you can grumble to yourself, rant all you like, have the loudest music on. Music really helps. What other emotions are there? Sadness. I know a lot of people can get upset for whatever reason. It could be, grieving for a lost relative. It could just be sadness because you're feeling alone. Sadness because you may have, I don't know, got bad grades. I know that one for sure. So some people may, hurt themselves because they're feeling upset. And to counteract that, there's making yourself feel worthy. Sort of that you feel deserving of something. Because some people do it for that reason. Hang on, so just start with this. Okay. So what people might do to sort that out is, hot chocolate. That saves a lot of time. Nice hot chocolate, sitting down, watch a movie, hot baths, or if you prefer, hot showers. Whatever takes your fancy. Pamper yourself. Go to bed, watch a DVD, be it on your laptop or the PC, or the TV for that matter. Sorry. Just general ways to make yourself feel comforted. Other times people might feel, lonely, as I mentioned, and so, spending some time with friends or family in whatever way you want to helps as well. Be it, just be with your mates down at the park having a chat. I've done that a lot of times. Just ramble about anything, ramble about how pathetic the weather is, or how annoying it was that Man U won the cup. I don't know, anything you want. Keep yourself distracted. That's a really good thing. If you can keep yourself distracted, that'll keep your mind off, wanting to hurt yourself. If you can keep your mind off things, that can help. Another thing you can try and do, if that doesn't work, is write things down. You can either write down, any dribble, if you prefer. Write down that you're maybe upset, maybe that you're having problems at home or at work, or, with whatever's stressing you out. And then from that, you might even be able to think, okay, so I'm having problems at work. I'm doing 15 hours on a weekend, and I can't do that because I'm doing education as well. So why not try and cut down those hours? Something that I've done. That's my example, because that's me. And that can work if you write things down. It passes time, and you can get something constructive out of it. If you prefer drawing, I know a lot of people like their art, and that can work a treat. What else is there? Music. I've said that can help, if you're feeling angry, heavy music. If you're feeling down, relaxing music. If you're tired, that's soothing music that helps you go to sleep. I'm not sure if I can advertise on this, but helpmechill.com, that has a radio station, and all it does is relaxing music, and I've slept to that numerous times. I'm starting to run out of options here. Treating yourself, I've said that. Even if it's a food treat, go to the shops, buy yourself a chippy or a takeaway. I don't know. But sometimes I know some people struggle with finance and will have to do anything to, not spend their money. But for goodness sake, spend something. Even if it's just just £1 at the end of the week on a chocolate bar or something. Make yourself rewarded. Make yourself, worth it, because you are worth it. If at the end of all that another perfect one. This is what I've learned of another one. It's called HALT, H-A-L-T. They all stand for a certain thing. H for hungry, A for alone, L for lonely, and T for tired. Now, I don't let myself hurt myself until I've met those things. So if I'm hungry, eat something. If I'm angry, relieve the stress. If I'm lonely, meet up with someone. If I'm tired, go to bed. And if sometimes I've met those requirements and I still end up hurting myself. But, it shows that you're trying, you're putting in that effort. It's better than, thinking, well, I could have done that, but I hurt myself anyway. It's better to say, look, I've tried my best. I might have even reduced what I've done to myself. That's a good thing, isn't it? Perhaps you're a person that's doing it every day, and you've reduced it to every other day. Well done. Reward yourself. Make yourself know that it was a good move to make. Not that, well, I could have carried on, but you're trying. That's what's worth it. I think I've pretty much run out of everything that I could say in this video now. I hope all those sort of ideas that I've said help somewhat. I'm hoping next time I get a chance to make a video, which will be when I'm back off my holiday next week, I'm going to be making a video on if somebody finds out about, if you've got cuts or scars, then when they find out and how they react and how you respond to them, or how they respond to them and how you respond back. And I confuse myself with reverse psychology. But anyway, I'm hoping with that, be able to open up more to people, and as such be able to get yourself more help too if you need it. If you're watching this like on the last video and you're worried about a friend or relative that's hurting themselves, then perhaps use anything that I've said on here to help them out. Just say, oh, I found some details and this is what I've got. Sound like you're there caring for them. It's always a good thing to do. If you're here and you're a person that's trying to stop, I'm hoping, I'm here to help. You can add me, trotters64@hotmail.com. I'll be more than happy to talk. Just say that you found me off YouTube and you found me off one of these videos, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.